The biggest camera sensor is coming. What's up guys, and today is a solid juicy news day. The Samsung Galaxy S21 is the S20 we wanted, but sadly things didn't happen the way Samsung planned, especially the camera. So today we have some exciting details coming from Taiwan, pretty much leaking the camera details of the Samsung Galaxy S21, the full specification of the camera setup that Samsung is currently testing for the S21. As always, it's looking pretty impressive on paper. So the report says that Samsung is redesigning a new, bigger, in fact the biggest smartphone sensor ever, coming at 150 megapixel resolution. This is of course going to be the main camera sensor of the S21. In addition to that, we'll see a 64 megapixel telephoto lens, a 16 megapixel ultra wide, a 12 megapixel macro lens, and a TOF sensor. It's also said that Samsung will be dropping the laser autofocus because of the problem that they have faced with the Galaxy S20 Ultra. As you guys already know, that S20 Ultra has faced a lot of issues regarding the video autofocus, and based on what this report is telling us, it could be because of the laser autofocus system, which Samsung is ditching for the S21. In addition to this, Samsung is also testing the possibility of having optical image stabilization on all lenses, not just the main lens but also the zoom and ultra wide angle lens. This will result in some amazing stabilized high quality video performance in all lenses, so you'll have consistent video quality performance without any issue. It's also mentioned that Samsung specifically wants to fix the issues that we have seen with the camera on the Galaxy S20 Ultra, hence the laser autofocus is getting removed. 150 megapixel means even more sharp results with the main images, but as we have seen, that dynamic range does take a hit in this mode compared to the normal 12 megapixel option. So I really hope Samsung has that in mind and bring the software to the absolute A game as well. Basically, the software that handles all this hardware needs to be on point, or else we're just gonna have all that power but it won't translate into anything. The 64 megapixel telephoto lens is a good choice. It's actually pretty good on the S20 and S20 Plus, which I personally tested out as well. We have a 16 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and a 12 megapixel macro lens, which is a nice addition. In case you don't know, Samsung is already making a 150 megapixel sensor for Xiaomi, so it's hardly any surprise that Samsung using its own version of it for its future Galaxy phone. Now the problem is that Samsung has a flagship coming before the S21, and that is the Galaxy Note 20 family. I would like to say this on the Note, but chances are we won't get it. So camera on the Galaxy Note 20 family is basically said to be based on the S20 and S20 Plus, which is great because there isn't any issue with those sensors. So this camera setup once again is looking great on paper, but Samsung definitely has to nail the software and also make sure that everything is ready, not half-baked like the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now speaking of camera, the Galaxy S20 Ultra has scored a really good score on DxOMark when it comes to the selfie camera. It's rocking a 40 megapixel sensor that produces some sharp results. It was defeated by Huawei P40 Pro, but still this result is way better than what they gave to the back camera. Again, whether you care about DxOMark or not, I would definitely agree that the front camera of the Galaxy S20 Ultra is pretty damn good. Now a great news for the old folks: if you have the Galaxy S9 and Note 9, you will definitely be getting the One UI 2.1 update pretty soon. A One UI 2.1 firmware is in the testing for the Galaxy S9, so you can expect some of the features of the S20 lineup on these old legends. In other news, Samsung phones might be able to charge other devices using NFC. Samsung already has its wireless share tech, but this is another thing that would further benefit Samsung devices. So that is all the news we have. Are you excited for the 150 megapixel sensor with improved software? Samsung knows exactly what to fix, and honestly I'm really excited to see what this will bring to the table. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and as always, I'll see you soon in the next one.